For the love of good music, these trips are worth the plane tickets. Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 music festivals around the world worth traveling to. Are you a fan of our videos? Be sure to subscribe to Mojotravels and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos. For this list, we're looking at some of the most exciting, dynamic, and awe-inspiring music festivals held around the world. Number 10, the Bonnaroo Music and Arts Festival, Manchester, Tennessee, USA. Since debuting in 2002, Bonnaroo has been attracting the masses to the small town of Manchester, Tennessee, with its promise of a free-spirited weekend and wonderfully eclectic lineups of big-name musicians. In 2017 alone, the festival boasted talent like U2, The Weeknd, Lorde, and Chance the Rapper, to name just a few. While music is the main attraction, that's far from being the only reason to make the trip. Blow-up rides, slip and slides, local food and goods, morning yoga, Bonnaroo is all about fun, and it attracts a crowd to match. And when it comes to accommodations, camping is the name of the game, with options to suit every wallet and level of comfort. Number 9, Splendour in the Grass, Byron Bay, Australia. This annual summertime festival has been attracting Australians and world travelers alike since 2001. But if you'd like to join in, we recommend planning well ahead of time, because tickets sell out fast. How fast? Well, in 2018, under half an hour. So what is it that makes this whimsically named festival so popular? Well, in terms of music, it offers a bit of everything. All genres are welcome. Then there's the activities. Splendour delivers everything festival goers could want, including an arts and crafts tent, dance-offs, a mini color party, and elaborate art installations. There's also the very small suburb, a marketplace packed with food stalls and vintage clothing vendors. Heck, there are even beauty salons. Number 8, the Festival Internacional de Benicàssim, Benicàssim, Spain. While the Primavera Sound Festival in Barcelona is well worth the price of entrance, or even a plane ticket to get there, when it comes to music festivals in Spain, the Benicàssim International Festival reigns supreme. Showcasing a variety of big-name pop, electronic, and rock artists, this festival, often abbreviated to FIB for short, is world-renowned. Unlike most festivals, where the music eventually comes to an end sometime after midnight, FIB keeps it going with live music until 8 a.m., so you know it's a serious party. Oh, and did we mention that it takes place on the edge of a coastal town, or to be more specific, a seaside resort? Number 7, Mawazine, Rabat, Morocco. Mawazine is a music festival the likes of which you've probably never seen before. It attracts millions of music and culture lovers from around the world, and is considered to be the second largest music festival in the world. Taking place in Morocco's capital city of Rabat, Mawazine brings many of the world's top artists to its stages, but it equally shines a spotlight on some of the African continent's most talented and inspiring musicians. Add to that international multilingual artists from cultures around the world, and you wind up with a festival that truly feels like a global celebration of music. Number 6, the Fuji Rock Festival, Yuzawa, Japan. The biggest outdoor music event in Japan, Fuji Rock is really something to behold. Hosted at the Naiba Ski Resort at the base of, you guessed it, Mount Fuji, this rock fest is 3 days of live music, mostly rock and electronica. Talk to a few festival goers and you'll soon begin to understand what makes Fuji Rock so special. For starters, the setting itself is absolutely stunning. Then there's the lineup, which consistently includes the biggest names in the industry. But there's also just something wonderfully relaxed about Fuji Rock. There's a river oasis to cool off in, an elaborate children's play area, a boardwalk through the woods, and more. Number 5, Lollapalooza, Chicago, Illinois, USA. Once a touring festival, Lollapalooza has since gotten a new lease on life as a stationary weekend festival in Chicago. The lineup, which previously focused on alternative rock and metal, has broadened its sound, bringing a bigger variety of A-list musicians to its stages. What hasn't changed, however, is the fact that Lollapalooza is one of the wildest and biggest parties around. There are countless stories of security working overtime to keep the crowds under control. Wild though it might be, given that Lollapalooza is located in Chicago, you can easily take a break from all the madness and get yourself comfortable accommodations to ensure you're well rested each day. Number 4, Rock in Rio, Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. This Brazilian-born festival was once a sporadic affair. There was one in the 80s, another in the 90s, and a handful in the first decade of the new millennium, though interestingly, only one in Rio. Thankfully, since 2010, there has consistently been at least one Rock in Rio event a year. Every second year, it's held in the city of its birth, Rio de Janeiro, while in off years, it takes place in other cities like Las Vegas, Lisbon, and Madrid. But you just can't beat Rock in Rio when it's actually in Rio. It's the biggest party you'll ever attend, a bucket list experience, and something you really need to be part of to understand. Number 3. Tomorrowland, Boom, Belgium. Don't worry, EDM fans, we haven't forgotten about you. It was a tight race between Tomorrowland and Electric Daisy Carnival in Las Vegas. But hey, truthfully, there's just no beating Tomorrowland. It's the mecca of electronic dance music. A trip to this festival, held in the typically quiet yet wonderfully and appropriately named city of Boom, literally feels like a voyage into a different plane of existence. The detail that goes into the art installations and decoration is second to none. The lineup is always a who's who of the hottest DJs in the world. And then there's Dreamville, which is quite possibly the most elaborately themed festival village you'll ever have the privilege to shimmy through. Number 2. Coachella Valley Music and Arts Festival, Indio, California, USA. At least as far as America is concerned, there's really no music festival bigger or more iconic than the almighty Coachella. What can we say about this two-weekend affair that hasn't already been said? The lineup is basically a checklist of every trending and relevant superstar in music for that year. The guest list typically sports a plethora of famous names, giving you a decent chance of a celebrity sighting. And the festival vibe itself? It's bananas. In many ways, Coachella's become the standard by which cross-genre musical festivals everywhere are judged, and it just keeps getting bigger and better. Whether you're there for the music or the unparalleled atmosphere, Coachella will not disappoint. Before we unveil our number 1 pick, here are some honorable mentions. Number 1. The Glastonbury Festival, Pilton, England. The UK boasts more than its fair share of renowned international music festivals. If you get the chance to attend Reading and Leeds in your lifetime, you absolutely should. But if you can visit only one British music festival, make it Glastonbury. Spanning 5 days, this rock-centric but diverse festival is truly a unique experience unlike any other. It's been going strong since 1970 and isn't showing any signs of slowing down. In addition to the greatest rock and pop acts from around the world, you'll be treated to cabaret, circus acts, comedy, dance, cinema, and much more. Glastonbury might just be the greatest music festival on Earth. Do you agree with our picks? Check out these other great clips from Mojotravels, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.